Okay, now we continue with exercise 10.1. We had done till sum number 3, that was about addition. Now we see about subtraction. So we see the first and the third sum of the fourth question. That is, first one is subtract 8a plus 3b ab minus 2b plus 7 from 14a minus 5ab plus 7b minus 5. So we'll, as usual, we'll do first sum by horizontal method and the second sum by vertical method. So in horizontal method, we know that from ka matlab hai this comes first and this comes next. So first is this one. So it is 14a minus 5ab plus 7b minus 5 minus, so this is one bracket. Another bracket over here will be 8a plus 3ab minus 2b plus 7 as another bracket. Now I open the bracket, so we get over here 14a minus 5ab plus 7b minus 5. Now because of the minus sign over here, you will change the signs of each and every term over here. This will be minus 8a minus 3ab, minus becomes plus, so plus 2b minus 7. Bringing the like terms together, so 14a, so 14a minus 8a minus 5ab minus 3ab plus 7b plus 2b minus 5 minus 7. So this 2 adds up to 22, no, sorry, is minus. So 14 minus 8 is 6. So it is 6 and its sign of the bigger number will be positive. So 6a. Minus 5 minus 3 will be minus 8. Both are negative. So minus 8ab. Plus 7 plus 2 plus 9. So 9b minus 30. So, sorry, 12. So this is the answer, 6a minus 8b ab. 6a minus 8ab plus 9b minus 12. That will be the answer for sum number 4th ka first. We now move on to sum number 4th ka third. The question is 4p square cube minus 3p cube plus 5pq square minus 8p plus 7q minus 10 from 18 minus 3p minus 11q plus 5pq minus 2pq square plus 5p square q. Okay, quite a huge number of terms. So from hai, he said this will come first and this will be next. So write down the first terms. So 18 minus 3p minus 11q plus 5pq minus 2pq square plus 5p square q. Now you are going to have the subtraction of over here. So it is 4p square cube. It is this one. So plus 4p square cube minus 3p cube. Pq is over here. So minus 3p cube plus 5pq square. So plus 5pq square minus 8p plus 7q and minus 10. Now since it is subtraction, so I'll use the subtraction sign over here. So I'll be doing subtraction here. So accordingly all the signs changes. This minus becomes plus, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus, minus becomes minus, plus becomes minus. Accordingly 18 plus 10 is 28. Minus 3 plus 8. Signs are different. So subtract 8 minus 3 is 5. Sign of the bigger number, that is plus 5p. Minus 11, minus 7, both are same. So it will be minus 18. So minus 18Q. Plus 5 plus 3 is addition again, 8PQ. Minus 2 minus 5 minus 7PQ square. Plus and minus, so plus P square Q. Because 5 plus minus 4 is 1. So that's the answer as 28. So we'll just set up the answer for this one. Fourth ka second is 28 minus 18Q. Okay, I'll just write P square Q 8PQ minus 7P square Q plus 5P minus 18 and plus 20. Yeah, good. So that is the answer. That was sum number 4 ka third sum. We now move on to sum number 5. Okay, sum number 5. Subtract the sum of this and this from this. Okay, so first of all, sum of. So sum of means you are going to add this up. So it is sum of 3x square plus 5xy plus 7y square plus 3 and 2x square minus 4xy minus 3y square plus 7. Adding it up, we get as 5x square plus xy plus 4y square plus 10. Now this you have to subtract from something. What is that something? That is 9x square minus 8xy plus 11y square. So it will be 5x square plus xy plus 4y square plus 10. So now subtraction sign. So this becomes minus, this becomes minus, this becomes minus, this becomes minus. So we have over here 9 minus 5 is 4. So 4x square minus 8 plus minus 1 is minus 9xy plus 11 minus 4 is going to be 7. So plus 7y square minus 10. This will be the answer to this thing. So you first added this two and then we are told to subtract from this. So this minus the answer of this thing. So this particular thing I took it over here to subtract and got the answer over here. Okay. So the answer for question number 5 is 4x square minus 9xy plus 7y square minus 10. You can take the sixth term to be your homework. Now what must be subtracted from this to get this? So what you are going to do is, okay, I'll just tell you over here because it is slightly tricky. See, they have given you that what must be subtracted from something. So let it be something like, let's see, x is subtracted from something. So it is 3a square minus 5b minus x is equals to something. So x का value ढूंढने के हम क्या करेंगे? We are going to subtract the 3a square minus 5ab minus 2 square b square minus 3 minus 5a square minus 7ab minus 3a square plus 3b. So that is what you are going to do, because you are going to because what must be subtracted from लिखा है. So automatically you are going to take the subtraction of the other two terms to give you that particular term which is required. We now take the 7th question. The perimeter of the triangle is 7 p square minus 5p plus 11 and the two sides are p square plus. Okay, so we need to find out the third side. So you know that perimeter is equals to side A plus side 2 plus side 3. Okay, two sides are given to you. You need to find out the third side. So it is this way, that perimeter is equals to side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. So if I need to find out side 3, what exactly I am doing? I am going to say S3 is equals to P minus S1 minus S2. This is actually what is going to be required. So let's take these values over here from P, S1 and S2 from the given sum. So the perimeter is equals to given as 7p square minus 5p plus 11. S1 is given as p square plus 2p minus 1, and S2 is given as 3p square minus 6p plus 3. So accordingly S3 will be equal to 7p square minus 5p plus 11 minus p square plus 2p minus 1 minus 3p square minus 6p plus 3. Opening the brackets, you get as 7p square minus 5p plus 11 minus p square minus 2p plus 1 minus 3p square minus plus 6p minus 3. See, I changed the signs because of the minus sign over here. I changed the signs inside. All the signs inside have been changed and put over here. Now take all the like terms together. So we have over here 7p square minus p square minus 3p square. Then minus 5p minus 2p plus 6p, and finally plus 11 plus 1 minus 3. Now minus 3 plus minus 1 is minus 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. So that is equals to 3p square. Minus 7 minus 2 is minus 7. Minus 5 minus 2 is minus 7. Minus 7 plus 6 is minus 1. That is minus p. 11 plus 1 is 12. 12 minus 3 is 9. So it is plus 9. Therefore, the side 3 is equals to 3p square minus p plus 9. Okay, that is 3p square minus p plus 9. So this was your sum number 7. Got it? So this is how we are going to do the sum number 7. And so very few number of sums which is homework over here. That is third ka first and third, and fourth ka second and sixth sum. They are the only 4 sums which are there as a homework in 10.1. In case of any doubts, you can definitely ask me. Now we see the multiplication of the algebraic expressions. Okay, so we see the next part of the chapter, that is multiplication of the algebraic expressions. Now multiplication of algebraic expressions, if we are talking about only the monomials, then or monomial with any multiplication of a binomial or trinomial, it's a very easy thing. Okay, it's very easy to multiply the thing, because in case of multiplication you will find that you are multiplying all the numbers and you are using indices, exponents. Okay, we had learned the chapter powers. Okay, we learned the chapter exponents. So in exponents we say that a raised to m into a raised to n is a raised to m plus n. Yes, the same thing what we are using is we are going to use over here in multiplication. So x square into x will be x cube. X square into x cube will be x raised to 5. Okay. Similarly, in case whenever you are going to multiply, in case of multiplication you are going to have more variables. So the variables are going to change after the multiplication is done. So x into x is not x, x into x is x square. See, in case of addition and subtraction, x was remaining x only. There was no change in the variable. But in case of multiplication, the variables are going to change. That means x into x will be x square. X square into x square will be x raised to 4. Okay, we are going to use the properties of indices or exponents in this particular case. That means we are going to use a formula that, okay, let me erase this first. So what is going to happen is we are going to use, suppose, like first of all let us take an example. Suppose I take the example of minus 3x square y into minus 4xy. In this case, first of all we are going to multiply the two numerical coefficients. So that will be minus 3 into minus 4. We are going to use the integers. So minus into minus is plus. So the answer to this thing is plus 12. The next is about x square and x. So x square into x. We are going to use the formula a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. So here it is nothing but 2 raised to x raised to 2 and x raised to 1. So it is x raised to 2 plus 1 is equal to x raised to 3. Similarly, y into y will be equal to y raised to 1 plus 1 is equal to y square. Hence the total answer will be 1, this combined, that will be 12 x cube y square. Got it? The total value will be the products in this way, the product of the numerical coefficient and each and every variable multiplied together, giving you the resultant answer. Got it? So whenever you are multiplying the terms, you are going to first multiply the numerical coefficient including the signs. So signs are very important over here. So you remember that plus into plus is plus, plus into minus is minus, minus into plus is minus, and minus into minus is plus. Okay, it is this way. Plus into plus is equal to plus, minus into minus is equal to plus, plus into minus is equal to minus, and minus into plus is equal to minus. So if this would have been plus over here, then this would have become plus into minus into plus is minus. So answer would have been minus like this. Clear? So that is the first part. So whenever you are multiplying, you are going to multiply the numerical coefficient, and then you multiply the literal coefficient. So literal coefficient, suppose it is this way, 5a into 2b, then it will be 5 2s are 10, and a into b will be ab. That's the answer. Okay. If they are not going to have the same base, then like if they don't, both are not x, then you are going to just keep them separate as it is. So it could be this way also, that 5a square b into 2b b square bz, that will be equal to 5 2s are 10, a square, b into b will be b square, and z. Okay, all of them combined. Next what we see is how we multiply a monomial to a polynomial. Okay, so let's see that part. So what we saw up till now was multiplication of a monomial with a monomial. Okay, multiplication of monomial with monomial was very simple. Now we are going to see multiplication of a monomial. Let's say 3ab multiplied by 3ab plus 3bc, or let's say as minus 5bc. In this case, I am going to multiply this with this first, and then this next with this sign in between. So it will be this way, 3ab into 3ab minus, because of the minus sign over here, again 3ab into 5bc. So I will not take there and minus b5 over here, I will take minus outside here like this. Okay, this into this and this into this. So that will be 3 3s are 9, a into a is a square, b into b is b square. Here is 5 3s are 15, a is just a, b into b is b square, and c is as it is. Now sign is minus, so minus. Got it? Take another example. If it is 2a multiplied by 5a plus 3b plus minus 4c. So again the same way, this multiplied by this multiplied by this, and this multiplied by this. So first is minus 2a into 5a plus sign over here, then again minus 2a into 3b minus sign over here, minus 2a into 4c. Adding this up, multiplying this up, 5 2s are 10, minus sign. So minus 10a square. 3 to the 6 minus 6ab. Minus into minus is plus. So plus 4 to the 8 ac. Understood? Very simple. Right? We are going to multiply each and every term of the polynomial with the monomial which is outside or in the bracket. Okay? Each and every term of that particular polynomial will be multiplied by the monomial. That's the issue. And you could also have a question over here wherein they may ask you if they may give you a value of x and then you need to find out the complete value. So या तो हो सकता है कि addition भी करना पड़े after the thing. So there could be certain kind of questions wherein you need to. So accordingly, for this we can have an easy formula that a into b plus c is equals to ab plus ac. A into b, a into c. Okay. This is, they are given it in the form of a formula, that is ab, or we can write it as a into b plus a into c. If it is like this, a into b minus c, it will be a into b minus a into c. So this is the formula what they are given you, but as such you just need to understand it. There is no need of any formula as such. And yeah, if they give you a value of the variable, like for example, if we have a question as 3x into 2x square plus x plus 1. So you are going to multiply here, so it will be 3x into 2x square plus 3x into x plus 3x into 1. So this gives you 6x raised to 3 plus 3x square plus 3x. Now if it is given that if x is equals to 2, then what is the value of this? So it will be 6 into 2 raised to 3 plus 3 into 2 raised to 2 plus 3 raised into 2. So basically you are going to replace the value of x as 2 and find out that what will be the value of the equation. So 6, 2 raised to 3 is 8. So 8 6 are 48. 2 square is 4, 4 3 are 12 plus 6. So that is 66. Okay. You have such kind of sums also in this case. So you can just go through them. And then there could be a combination of addition, subtraction along with multiplication. Like subtract the sum, subtract this, bracket this, so this from something like this. So here you need to first multiply and then you need to subtract. So or multiply and then add. So there will be a combination of all of them together. So that is about the explanation. We'll now start with exercise 10.2. 10.2 is, okay, it's quite small. And that is, I started with the exercise in the next video. No, I got quite a long time for this video itself. So I'll just continue, do one or two sums and then we'll continue with the next step. So we have the first one, find the product of, so exercise 10.2, first ka first, find the product of 4x cube and minus 3xy. So it is nothing but 4x cube into minus 3xy, 4 3s are 12, minus sign over here, so minus 12, x raised to 3 into x is x raised to 4, and y. So this is the answer. Okay. Second sum is very easy. You have to multiply by 0. So answer is 0. Now we see the third one. I'll do the fourth one because it's slightly tougher one. It is minus 1 upon 2 x square minus 3 upon 5 xy 2 upon 3 yz and 5 upon 7 xyz. We need to multiply all of them. So what we can do is that we can go step by step. Instead of multiplying all of them together, we can take step by step. We can take this two, then the answer with this, then the answer with this. Okay, much easier. Or if you want, you can take it together also. It's your choice. I'll show you first separately. So it will be minus 1 upon 2 x square into minus 3 upon 5 xy will be equal to minus into minus is plus, 1 into 3 is 3 and 5 into 2 is 10, x square into x is x cube and y. Now we have got 3 upon 10 x cube y into 2 upon 3 yz. So you can see when you multiply 3 2s are 6 and 30. So you can cancel it to 1 upon 5. X cube is only just going to be x cube. Y into y will be y square and z. So the answer will be 1 upon 5 x cube y square z into the last one 5 upon 7 x y z. 5 into 1 5. 7 into 5, 35. You go into the cancellation to 7. X cube into x is x raised to 4. Y square into y is y raised to 3. And z into z is z square. So answer is equals to 1 upon 7, x raised to 4, y raised to 3, z raised to 2. Right? This is the method of doing it thing. You may call it as a longer method because we have taken it all separately, or if you want you can all combine it together also. So in case of a combination you can do the same sum in this manner. You will be having it this way: minus 1 upon 2 into minus 3 upon 5 into 2 upon 3 into 5 upon 7. These are the numbers multiplied by. So multiplied by x square into xy into yz into xyz. So over here you can do the cancellations. 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 5. Minus into minus is plus. So remaining is 1 upon 7. Here how many x are there? 2, 3, 4. So x raised to 4. How many y's are there? 1, 2, 3. So y raised to 3. And z are 1 and 2. So z raised to 2. Of course, better method. Okay, more matured method also. But you can also do it this way. Okay, this one, better method. Now, okay, we stop over here and we continue in the next video.